Right. It's like the Earthbound Mother fandom, I think, generally acknowledges the good that Mother was and the concepts that it introduced that were carried on into further games. But I don't think anyone in the Mother fandom is like, yeah, no, absolutely, go ahead and play Mother 1. It's a great time.
It gave
Like
us,
they will just bold-faced admit, yeah, it's a pile of crap.
it gave us some good music.
I mean, it's not even that it's like a pile of crap. It's just, it's one of those things where it's very much a product of its time. Like, it's a mid-80s NES RPG. It's
Yeah,
not...
that's just what they were at that time.
Yeah.
They had to pad them with either high difficulty or grinding because it's like, well...
Done by a guy who's not a game designer by profession.
He's
right.
a copywriter, right?
Yeah. So he has some really fucking good ideas, and hey, did anyone remember to, you know, beta test the final level?
Fucking play test the game? Nope.
Oh, what's that? We have bears that can hit more than our final boss? Yeah, that sounds good. Book it.
Seems legit.
I think I'm about one level more, and then we should be... Yep, we should be good to go from here.
Nice.
Nice.
Mostly because we also want to get have Paula grind up a little bit in Lilliput steps.
So, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 32 prize slots.
Wow.
So, we should probably be running these every hour at least.
Okay.
That sounds good.
When should we run the next one?
Probably once we beat Carpenter.
Cool.
Yeah, we have, we also have a bunch of Steam games, a lot of which were donated by Spectre 197, who's in chat with us.
Oh. Spectre.
So thank you very much for your kind donations towards us.
Yeah.
Some of those games look pretty cool. Yeah, you get the fuck out of the way, Crow.
We won't deal with you.
More of that sad music.
Seventh Saga. What was that? I forgot what that was. Was that Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah, for a second I was thinking of Seventh Dragon.
Didn't they, like, just release, like, what was it, Seventh Dragon 3
Yeah.
in the US? Which is, like, the first Seventh Dragon that they released in the US, because whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I was playing it.
Seventh Dragon is developed by, like a pretty high up, like well-known.
It's the team that did, oh, what's it? Those hard, DS RPGs.
Oh, Etrian Odyssey?
Etrian Odyssey,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Did they do Etrian? No, they did Luminous Arc.
Oh, Luminous Arc, okay. Did you know about, I think the director of Luminous Arc went missing? Like, literally...
What?
He went missing and
Just
I don't
gone?
know... Yeah, nobody knows where he went. I think they actually put out a report to try and find him.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I was like, what? That's...
Yeah, the people who developed Seventh Dragon did Luminous Arc, they did Sands of Destruction, and they also did, like, Fate Extra.
Oh.
Yeah, on the PSP.
I played Sands of Destruction. That was okay, but it was definitely, like, missing a lot. I think I was, like...
They also did Arc Rise Fantasia on the Wii, if anyone remembers
man.
that game.
I bought that and I started it. I'm like, oh man, it's like a localization was like, all right, we're gonna have really bad, shitty English localization, but we're going to like play into that and make it even worse. And like, I'm going crazy listening to this thing. But I heard it was like it had a good story, and I'm like, okay, I don't know.
You feel lied to.
Yeah, but like maybe it does, and I just have to look at it as The Room.
The Room, the game
had a good story.
The Room, the game, but not the Room.
Yeah, but
not the Room, the game, but not the Room, the game on Newgrounds.
They just
Porky.
they just put a trailer out. Greg Sestero and Mr. Wiseau are making a movie together.
Oh yeah, that's right. Called as I told our buddy Jared was the one who told me about that.
Yeah.
He's like, they're making a new movie. I'm like, what they need to do is on the first day of shooting, switch Greg and Tommy's lines and then have them just re-record all the dialogue, and then it will be the movie that we all need.
There we go.
So I love this, the lag puzzle as I call it.
Christ.
Because my God, you get
At this point, I'm like 7 full days into Con Crud, and I'm just praying for death.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. When the crud lasts longer than the convention itself, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That should not be happening.
Yeah. No.
What the fuck, New York?
I've got shit I need to do this weekend, too. I can't be, like, feeling shitty. I've got, like, a lecture to prepare for my class on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Ooh. New York, what the fuck?
Fuck New York, yo.
Fuck people who
Fuck the
can't
Knicks.
breathe.
Fuck the Knicks. So it's a little hard to tell, but you can actually kind of see if one of these guys is vicious or not. They'll be moving a little faster than the other. It's really hard to notice though.
Oh, like right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I love this guy. Green. Oh, nah, I'm new at this. I'm goofing.
What a goofer.
If I had to go to the final debate, I would go in full blue robes.
Oh, good.
Paint can and a brush.
They're screening that at the Alamo.
What
The final debate.
Oh my god.
I contemplated.
Oh boy.
I contemplated going because I'm like, oh well, if I want to, you know, I want to have options to about 35 different beers at
Yes,
all
I was
times during the
gonna say.
debate. But I'm like, are your strict no texting, no tweeting rules still in effect?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, I will last 5 minutes before I kill myself.
I'm sorry, liver. You're done for now.
You did your job great for almost 30 years. I'm giving you the day off.
Okay, master.
The first debate was just me inhaling half a bladder of box wine.
That sounds like the correct thing to do.
Especially the inhalation part. During the last one, there was actually one moment where I laughed so hard I think I kind of fucked up my sinuses. It was I think the cameraman wanted to focus his lens, but instead zoomed. So he just zoomed right in on Clinton's face at one point.
Oh, yeah. No,
And-
I know exactly the moment you're talking about.
I just thought it was gonna have like a Wonder Years narration come over it. And I just laughed so hard that I literally, like, the back of my head started hurting and I almost passed out.
Here we are.
Alright, let's see how... Alright, I'm in good shape. I've been waiting for you. I need your ass.
I think the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is what Trump's concession speech is going to be like.
Oh.
It's gonna be a lot of like, this was rigged.
He's just gonna read his acceptance speech and not change a fucking
Exactly.
word.
Yeah. This is great. I'm great. You guys are great.
I actually did win, but
I have the best words.
that's what
2 very tiny thumbs up. Let's bomb him.
Now this is a cool background.
I love this one.
Yeah,
It's one that actually isn't used anywhere else in the entire game.
right?
Yeah.
Like, you know how they make these, right? It's some kind of, like, mathematical algorithm.
I was
Yeah.
actually wondering how they did that.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah, I
input
think
or something like that changes.
They literally had, like, if I'm recalling correctly, the development of this game. I think they had like one guy work on just backgrounds.
That's so cool.
For 2 years.
It was
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years, all he did was that.
Oh my God.
And I think there's like a total of like
Alright.
200 something backgrounds in this game.
I'm going to run the second giveaway while Max gets us to Paula.
And the only thing we ask is if you've won a prize already, you know, sit out for the rest, you know, the other drawings. Give other people a chance.
Yep.
Oh no.
We'll know.
Ooh, croissant. I'm gonna use the skip.
It's funny, I think of like,
Go for it.
I've cosplayed from the Mother series twice, and one of them was a reasonable outfit. I did Kumatora, and the other one I was like, haha, it's 2 weeks before Otakon, you know what would be funny? If I made Robot Ness.
That was
Oh,
actually
man.
how...
Yeah.
I remember that's how I met you.
Yeah.
Because I took a picture of your Robo-Ness. Or... I think I took a picture of your Robo-Ness, and then, like, we became friends, and then I realized, like, oh, fuck me, that was you.
Yeah. What a fucking terrible idea that was.
Especially at Otakon.
Was that
Yeah,
just
let me
like
just
comfort?
put like let me find a picture. It was like
you
a
can
lot
get
of cardboard.
You can rest if you want. Get
Oh, yeah.
get free life up.
I talked to the cow, right? Would he still?
You can talk to either one of them.
Oh, that's right now.
I've cosplayed from the Mother series a couple times. I did Fierce Pork Trooper. I think the same time you did Kumatora. I did Everdread at Otakon 2 years ago. I did Happy Happiest at New York Comic Con. Something like 7 years ago when I was still in college.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
right. I did that
Yep.
Dungeon Man for that.
And yeah, that's right. We made Max Dungeon Man one time, or Max made a Dungeon Man costume for our Halloween one year.
Oh, thanks, NJ Chef. It was like a one-time thing. Like I made it the week before the convention. I gave myself burns on my hands from the amount of hot glue that I was using to put it together. I sweat worse than I've sweat in anything in my entire life because it was like 100 degrees in Baltimore that weekend, and everything except for the head ended up in a dumpster behind Pickle's Pub on Sunday afternoon.
By the way, anyone who is interested in getting a giveaway prize, just all you gotta do is click yes on the giveaway. It should be on top of chat. We only have one person voting yes right now, so if your odds are winning are pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Smiley Sphere. That's one thing I kind of like about doing costumes that feature full mask covering, is how easily I can get in and out of incognito if I absolutely need to.
Kumatora was pretty fun. I actually sold that costume a few years ago too.
I forgot, where can I rest? I forget. Is that...
You can go into the Blue Cow.
Oh, that's just that house.
Yeah, that's the hotel,
Oh,
and,
that's right, yeah.
and he'll let you sleep there. But now he'll do it for free. Ah, yes, with Evan's duster.
Such a good duster.
I know.
I like looking at photos of my Kumatora because it's back when I was a lot thinner than I am now.
We all were. I mean, shit, that was
Uh.
2010 that we took those.
Yeah.
That was it. That was one of the years of snow hell, and I walked out with the Fierce Pork Trooper, which was just a jacket with the sleeves cut off, and I remember almost actually having like, almost like passing out from the cold.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking...
Let's see who our winner is. Ah, Carrie!
It me.
It you.
Congrats.
Get
Congrats.
you.
Alright. Oh, we gotta Lilliput step it up. Gotta Lilliput step our game up.
I was going back. I was like, I gotta bring this girl back to her father.
Her father can wait.
He's freaking out.
So wait, do I need to like pick
Um,
a prize or?
Yep. Polish should be. I think he's removing ones that have been selected already. So pretty much anything in. You have full range of things to pick because
Cool.
some of the like commission stuff. I just asked that people give like a little donation if they didn't already. But
Right.
You are more than good for any of the grand prizes.
Choice.
All right, so let's get some money and upgrade the hell out of Paula.
I think I'm gonna go for an art commission.
Our commissions are very good.
Cool. Put my claim in.
Sweet. Yep, we have some art commissions, we have some perlers, we have
Make sure you put your preferred contact in there too.
well, I can get in touch with her pretty easy.
Okay.
Alright, so now that we have a second person, we can finally start distributing some of these items.
It's a Yaso.
Hey, Yaso, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Yaso.
I'm gonna have Ness hold on to the couple life noodles because he'll probably be the one reviving anybody.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up one more croissant.
Yaso, I didn't know you became a ghost.
He's celebrating Halloween a little. We're not at Red yet. Almost.
I'm ready for Halloween.
No, it's gonna be awesome.
We've been prepping up for it by streaming some Fatal Frame 2, which has been a lot of
Nice.
fun. A lot of fun when it hasn't been hard trying to figure out where the fuck
It's
we've been
fun
going.
when. Yeah, it's fun when you can see it.
My favorite part about Halloween is how no one comes to my house because I live on a shitty little side street in Baltimore City and people don't like to come down my street.
Yeah, I get no kids at all, so we'll end up getting candy.
Any candy that I get, I'm just gonna eat all of this.
Exactly, that's how it goes.
I honestly think I might make trick-or-treat bags for my students for my class.
Oh, that's cute. Bones are rattling. Bones are rattling. Me and Yas are actually planning something for, speaking of MagFest, we are planning Mega Man Alcoholic Robot Master.
Oh boy.
Fun times. And now it's time for Carry 2 Super Level.
Pump me up.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're picking up the cotton crud through Discord.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm picking it up just from talking to you, mugs.
Yaso, do you also have Concrud?
Oh no, he's saying physically join the group on Facebook
Oh.
of organizing a robot master party.
Oh. He should have Concrud with us.
Makes me glad I passed on New York Comic Con. I came so close to going out there just to like hang out and whatnot, and then like as I'm getting out to go, I just feel like the fucking heavens open up, and I'm like, well, that's a sign from God.
Yeah, I don't want to go to any big conventions anymore. I'm too old, too cranky. It's like I was at Comic-Con for like 35 minutes on the show floor, and I was like, I'm done. I think I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done.
He's like, wait a second, this sucks.
Wait a sec, I want to punch everybody around me in the face.
And it's really expensive to be here.
Yeah,
Well, not for me,
that's right. You did that thing.
but in general, yeah.
Yeah.
It must be like over 100.
I'm fucking spoiled as shit because
For what?
my company sends me to big shows.
Oh yeah. How much are tickets there now for the? I think it's something like 150 actually.
That's so dumb.
People will pay it.
The thing is, next year I'm probably going to end up at San Diego and like C2E2.
Isn't that in Chicago?
Yep.
Nice.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I can't complain about going to shows where I'm not actually paying any of my own money to be there.
I remember I got in last year. Thank you, Leonard. We helped out friends set up one of their booths, so I got in for free. Because otherwise, I'm not paying a fucking cent to get into New York Comic Con. I learned in between working for Funimation for various events and helping friends set up booths, like I haven't had to pay for a New York Comic Con ticket since like 2008, and I'm keeping it that way.
Yep.
Do
Well,
you still do stuff for Funimation, Tom?
I haven't done it for them in a while, but I'm always up for helping them out. As long as I don't have to promote Cat Planet Cuties again.
Yeah, I want Cat Planet Cuties. No, you don't.
Why?
Why?
Are you sure?
Are you sure you wouldn't like to take that back?
For those
I
who
can
don't
just
know,
pretend I didn't hear it.
at Anime Central one year, they were Funimation was promoting Cat Planet Cuties as like their big, selling, their big ticket thing. So when I was working the booth, taking care of sales and whatnot, I had one guy come up to me and say, "Excuse me, I want to buy Cat Planet Cuties," and I just said, "Why?"
why? Why are you here? Why are you asking to do this?
He's like, "I think it's cute." I'm like, I look at my boss. I'm like, I'm going on break. Yeah, Andy, that photo with Stan Lee is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did they just kind of like drop him in the middle of the floor and be like,
I'm here now. Take pictures with
Excelsior!
Excelsior.
I just looked up pictures of Cat Planet Cuties, and yeah, this is terrible.
Oh god.
This is awful.
it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
I was like kind of craving watching anime at one point. I was just like, I need something that's not from like the past 10 years. So my friend showed me Gunsmith Cats.
Oh god,
Oh my
good
God,
stuff.
It is good. And then I found Future Boy Conan, which never came out here, but it's like Miyazaki's first directorial debut. It's a like 26 episode show.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's so good. I'm like, oh wait, anime used to be really good. Like, awesome.
Anime used to be cool.
Yeah.
How long was the line for it? Oh, sorry, Andy was saying how it was the longest line you ever had for any photo.
Stanley.
Yeah.
I thought about trying to get my photo with Carrie Fisher at Comic-Con, and I was like,
Oh,
no, I'm gonna leave. Yeah, Space Mom was there this year, yeah.
That would have been cool. I would have waited in line for that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever like waited around in line for like an autograph or a photo at a convention ever. And I go to a lot of shows now.
I think the longest I've ever waited for anything was I waited in line for Game Grumps one time for an hour at like the first MagFest they did anything.
That's right, yeah.
And I'm like, I could be playing video games right now and left. I'm like, Windjammers is literally right over there.
It's right there. There's a in Natick. There's a mall and an arcade. I think it's called Games Underground. They have a Windjammers machine there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we gotta.
Yeah.
I gotta go there.
And Austin Creed apparently goes there.
I have to go there and play
Oh,
Windjammers
nice.
with Austin Creed.
Yeah.
They're one and the same
They're
at this
one and
point.
the same, yeah. Does he? I mean, like, Xavier's his show name,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so if you watch his YouTube channel, which is really fucking funny,
I haven't actually gotten a chance to watch it.
Up, up, down, down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm just like being fucking gross on the stream today, guys.
Hey, we're just glad to have you.
No, don't be sorry at all. We understand. That's what New York Comic Con does to you.
It fucked your life over.
I will go ahead and take this moment to plug the new book that I am working on for my job, called The Overstreet Guide to Collecting Video Games.
Huh. How long have you
So that is out next month.
God damn, that came out fast.
Yeah.
Didn't your first one come out like a couple months
This
ago?
time last year, yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
And it's also
Yeah.
Is it just like a list of really rare stuff?
Well, it's a little bit of history. It's a little bit of here's some big auction prices, but we do sort of like collecting by character, by franchise, or collecting by console, or collecting by developer. So, you know, you'll read through the Activision thing and get some info on Activision and their biggest titles, and then we'll have a little checklist at the end being like, these are the big franchises for Activision, and same thing with like Square Enix or any of the other developers that we had the space to include.
That's
Yeah. So it's almost done. One of my freelancers did a thing on like, you know, holy grail kind of games and why they're so expensive and whatnot. And he wrote 14,000 words, and I'm like, okay, I need to cut this down to like 5,000.
unless you want to give him his own book.
Right.
So he's probably got stuff in there like Nintendo World Championships,
Oh yeah.
Earthbound, like an original copy.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Well, actually,
Stadium event.
Isn't it Earthbound not like really that hard of a game to find? They just jacked up the price.
It's all supply and demand. You know, a copy of Earthbound, like, sort of new in-box condition will fetch you 4 figures at this point.
Are you? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, I did see that once. Oh,
I mean, as opposed to ones that are like, shit, they don't have any left.
yeah.
Right.
How much did it cost on release?
Probably Misadventures of Triamon too.
Earthbound.
I mean,
was, 60, 70 is what I paid for it.
yeah.
That's actually
It's
really
it's
good.
one of those things where it's like game prices vary so much because it's like, does it have the box? Does it have everything that was originally in the box? What's the condition of the box? What's the
box?
condition of the cartridge?
What's in the box?
That's
Is
right.
it a cartridge by itself? You know, I have a Mother 2 cartridge because I didn't want to spend money on an Earthbound cartridge.
Right.
So I have a Mother 2 cart for my collection. And it was cheaper to spend money on the Mother 2 cart. It was like $40 for the Mother 2 cart, whereas the show that I was at, the booth also had an Earthbound cart, but the Earthbound cart was like $85 on its own.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So,
Actually,
And
that's
Super
not-
Nintendo games in particular are hard to find complete these days because the boxes that they came in were like these crappy
it was like
like
poster board.
cardboard, poster board
Yeah.
boxes, which everybody that I know just threw them away because they were huge and clunky.
They were bulky and they were
Especially
made out of
Earthbound's
paper,
one.
and so they fell apart.
Especially Earthbound's one. Earthbound box was fucking gigantic.
Yeah, where are you gonna put that? It's like
Yeah.
unless you have the right size shelf.
That's why Earthbound's like new in-box condition is as much money as it is.
You could see people selling it for like 500 easy.
Yeah.
The Sega and the PlayStation games, like the Sega ones in particular, they came in like those really high quality kind of plastic book cases.
Yeah,
I
those are
liked
good
those.
ones.
Those you can still find like a lot of like what you think to be rare games for Genesis pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're always
It's really interesting to sort of look at stuff and how it's increased in value. But basically, if you want to learn more, you should buy my book. But yeah, literally looking on eBay right now, I did a search for Earthbound, and one of the first things that came up was like new inbox Earthbound complete with the guide, $1,000 and $1,094.
That's a real funny joke. Oh my
Right.
god. Yeah, my dad
Supply
told
and
me
demand, yep.
my dad told me to keep the boxes too, and my dad was right. Now I have stuff like Secret of Mana in box with like mint condition with the poster and everything.
Oh,
Nice.
I keep.
I have
bringing this
all
to-
of my old like Game Boy Color boxes and whatnot.
Me too.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, I can't get rid of these.
I keep bringing this story up, but the rarest game that I have is when I was stationed in Japan for a while. I went to like a thrift shop or like a game store in Akihabara, and they had a copy of Rakugaki Showtime for the PlayStation, which you can't find anymore because they pulled it off the market because one of the characters was Marina Lightyears from
Oh, really?
from
Mhm.
Mischief Makers.
Oh.
And it was an Enix game, and I think the story goes that there was some sort of like dispute over who had the rights to the character, so they had to pull the game off the market.
I mean, like.
Well, that's like what happened with stadium events.
What happened with stadium events?
Stadium Events was, I think it was produced by Bandai, and it was released on the Nintendo, and then the rights for that game got bought out by a different company, so only like 200 to 300 complete copies of Stadium Events in its original format ever made it to shelves.
That's
So
like nothing.
Stadium Events, like complete new in-box, earlier this year sold on eBay for more than $41,000.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
Whoa.
Alright, Paul is getting experience.
Nice.
So let's talk about Paula while we're here. So she has this thing called Prey, and Prey can do a lot of interesting things. Like in this case, make everyone fucking fall asleep.
Whoa, did I get disconnected?
No, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're fine. Prey can completely fuck up a battle if you if there's like one or two things I think it can do that are all right. Like it'll do I think at some points it'll heal you, at some points it'll do damage to an enemy, but most of the time it'll do a status effect to everybody. So you would think that this one move, like why would you ever use it in a critical battle, right?
Well,
Yeah. Let's go back to that later on.
you should say that.
But yeah, Paula quickly does more damage than any other character in the entire game.
Yeah, PK Freeze is the best.
PK Freeze is the strongest attack in the entire... Next to Bottle Rocket's the strongest attack in the entire game.
As I was playing through, I'm like, I'm using nothing but keep PK Freeze with her. It's like,
When I was a kid, I don't know why I was so against using magic in any RPG.
really?
I was always just like, because I guess I never wanted to be out of it.
Oh, yeah, because you want to conserve. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I totally get that.
So I would have Paula attack every turn, and I always thought she was the weakest. Until later, I'm like, oh, no, she is the strongest character by far. As opposed to in Mother 3, where they have Lucas being... Lucas is so fucking good in that game.
Yeah.
As a healer, as a damage
He's
dealer.
so fucking OP.
He really is.
But I gotta play through that again.
I am actually going to take my leave now. I will probably pop back in later if you would like to have me back,
Absolutely.
because my internet
Absolutely,
connection
yeah.
is getting weird.
Okay.
Let's get weird.
Getting weird.
All right, good luck, y'all.
All right.
I'll be back.
Thanks for coming in.
See ya.
That was perfect. That was like just the perfect amount of Tucson.
Yeah.
Max, your thing is at 5, right?
It is at 6. So I know I have to pick somebody up to go, so I might have to drive back to Norwalk and back to New Haven. So I might leave in 30 minutes.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but then I'll be back later.
Okay, sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
we can. As I tell people, come at your leisure. I'll be keeping this thing going until noon tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Probably I think once we reach winters, I think is when we'll take our first drawful break.
Nice.
How's that sound, Polo?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Like, what's a time frame on that?
Let's see. All we have really left in we just have to get back to Tucson, do the see the Runaway 5, and we'll be in Thread. So probably in about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Let me. I have not eaten yet, so let me take care of some like human stuff,
Okay.
and then I'll come back.
When you get back, we'll that's when we'll take the first drawful break.
Okay.
All right, cool. And I like that when you get in here now, it's got the nice, happy little Tucson music.
Another awesome song.
And the person who tried to get us to buy postcards.
I'm sorry.
I done goofed. Unfortunately, Peaceful Rest Valley is still a pain in the ass.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, Peaceful Rest Valley.
And not only do you have to work your way through it, but you have to go through it again.
You have to. When I initially was planning an LP of this, like I said, I wanted to have all of the. I wanted to put in all of the sound, hint guides, and this would have been the hardest part of the entire LP for me, because there are so many things that happen, so many things that
In between.
yeah, that happen in between, and for each one of them, there's a. You'd only know this if you went back to Tucson and talked to the hint guy, or talked to the stayed at the hotel. But there are things for everything, so it's like in the time period of when you first get into town, there's a message. Then if you see Paula but don't fight Carpenter, there's a new hint. Then when you fight Carpenter and get the key but don't unlock Paul yet, there's a new hint. Yeah, there's something like 5 hints in there. So for me to get that, I would have to walked back from Tucson to Peaceful Rest Valley every single time. And that's honestly one of the things that kind of stopped me from doing the LP for a long time. But I'm glad this pretty much is my LP, because when I initially set out to LP Earthbound, I wanted to get the voices of people who loved the game in on it, and I want it to be like a community style thing, and this pretty much lets me do that, as well as raise money for charity. So
It's always a good thing. So yeah.
Yep. Which, by the way, in case we got anyone new coming into chat, we are eBacks for Life, doing this for Connecticut Children's Medical Center, raising money as our Extra Life. We're doing it a little early. I know it's normally in November. Donation link should be stickied in the chat or in the stream description. Feel free to give if you can. If not, no problem. Just feel free to tell a friend. We'll be here for the next 24 hours. Or by now, we're about the next 20 hours. Either beating Earthbound or seeing as far as we can go. I figure worst case, if we don't beat Earthbound, but we're pretty close, I might go a little over 24 just to be able to beat it.
Sure.
It also will depend on how functional I am by that time too. But at least, so cool thing there is the guy fixes the bridge, so our trip back isn't as rough as it could be.
That is true. And actually, yeah, like when you have to go back to go to Saturn Valley, you just have to go north after crossing the bridge, right? Lilliput Falls?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so you don't have to go too far.
Unfortunately, these guys will not get scared of us until we beat the third sanctuary location. But we get to use fire. So, a little thing on her PSI, fire does damage in a line, but not as much damage, and it costs more psychic points. Freeze does a lot of damage to one target, has a chance of making them solidify so they lose their turn, and it costs less. It's basically her normal attack is PK Ice, or PK Freeze.
PK Thunder, you kind of, I mean...
Thunder's not really worth it in this game.
No.
Fire,
Especially since it misses.
It misses a lot, and Freeze does more damage anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Thunder's really not.
They made it a lot better in Mother 3, but
How did it work? Did it work similarly in Mother 3, or does
it just hit a lot more, and it went through defense.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they wanted to do with Thunder in this, is have it go through defenses, but yeah, defense in this game doesn't really work all that great. Like, if you hit defend, it doesn't do anything.
It's just kind of like, hey, you want to not use your turn? Almost.
Pretty much, it's a I want to pass my turn.
Yeah. Or at the very least, like you were telling me, let the counter go down slower.
Yeah, it slows down the counter. All right, so now that we're home, let's have Paula meet her parents.
And then take her away again.
And now we get the Pollyanna music. So we want to save that, because that'll heal you for full, no matter what.
That's right. Where would you use it usually? I mean, just like in a dire situation, or...
I usually like to save it for like Magic Hint.
Ah, yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, this is a nice, heartwarming little scene. It's also an interesting thing to see, like, the father being, like, the really emotional one about you leaving.
Yeah.
Especially compared to Ness, whose father is a phone.
First time I saw your father's receiver, I was like, whoa. I'm gonna marry that phone.
We really clicked. Someone get that fucking cat off the roof.
That fucking cat is still on the roof.
So another good thing is, now that we have Paula, we don't really have to worry about inventory space as much as we did.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if you've been grinding as hard as, like, I do in non-racing runs, you have $10,000 anyway. Ness is gonna grow up with some real hang-ups about his dad. Thanks, Andy.
That's really good.
That's a good one. Oh, I didn't talk to the Ruffini, the spirit of the game developer in 1-at.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We're passing through a lot of really good dialogue with people, but if you ever play this game casually, like, talk to everyone. They're joys to talk to.
Yeah.
Hey, playa.
I love that these guys are perpetually in debt. Like they're always like, we need you to bail us out.
Yeah, we get fucked over again.
Yeah.
You listen, 13-year-old, you must have business savvy, or you can threaten people. One of those two.
We're very irresponsible.
I mean, Ness's dad is financially providing for his family, so
That's true. That's true.
good on him. Look what we got. Oh, we can't wave that in front. Alright, so let's see what grown-up drunks are talking about. I like that all these businessmen are supposed to be drinking coffee instead of beer, but you can clearly tell that he's drinking a beer.
Yeah.
I'm sure Iwata wrote that from the heart. He's got butterfingers, but he's nice. For some reason, this was the one that always got, like, whenever they advertised this game, they always had that line, like, in Nintendo Power magazines and shit like that. I don't know why that was always, like, the line that they wanted to promote.
It's because 90s advertising was dumb. It was just like, whoa.
This game sucks, that's dick.
I would make my way up the marketing ladder just so one day I made that ad. I was like, are you sure we should do this? Like, yes. I know what I'm doing.
Did you not see the 5 campaigns I made before this? I know what I'm doing. Do you like baseball? Yeah, your cap gave it away. No, I hate baseball. I killed this baseball and I wear it on my head as a reminder every day. Alright, we don't want to talk to her just yet because she'll drag us inside. La la lolly. Lolly lulelo. Lucky! We gotta have a talk, buddy. What are you doing having like telling a 14-year-old girl to go backstage? Alright, so I mentioned before about, you can show things to characters and get a different response out of them.
Yeah.
We can do that with the Runaway 5. Both times we gotta bail them out. So let's go smack them with the wad bills. That's like about as like blatant as they can get. Hey, we need some money, exactly as much money as you have.
I think they get to the point where they need to owe $10,000 to a theater.
How much shit did you wreck, like,
Yeah.
backstage?
And that's 90s $10,000.
Yeah. Alright, let's hear his new song. I'm pretty sure some rapper would use those lyrics at some point. Alright, now it's time to kick back and enjoy some music. Of course, these guys were completely different in Japan. They were the Tonozura brothers.
Tonozura, yeah.
And they were clearly blues brothers. Not with the red jacket, but both in black. Which,
Wow. Wait a second. They have red jackets?
Lucky does.
Really?
Yeah, on the right. Max is colorblind.
I'm red green colorblind.
So, did you always just think that they both had black jackets this whole time?
Yep. I thought it was like a grayish black.
Oh, no, no. One's in red, one's in the grayish black.
Shit.
Oh. Even years later.
Oh, man. I guess this kind of works maybe if they're like close to Mario and Luigi. That's kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense. But yeah, clearly.
I also, one of my favorite jokes is that there's 6 of them.
Oh, because.
They're the Runaway 5, but they have 6
That's
members.
right. Oh my god.
Their keyboardist is always with them on stage, but he's never with them in the back room.
Oh.
Alright, so let's go bust them out. That big dumb face. I always thought that that face kind of looked like, if you've ever... You know how in Mario World, when you beat special stage, the shells will turn into,
yeah,
faces?
They kind of have a similar shape.
I always thought that face, like, always reminded me of that. So, interesting thing coming up here. What we want to do is hop in their bus. We don't have to hop in their bus.
Can we just walk?
We can walk anywhere we want. No enemies will spawn.
Oh.
If you want to walk all the way back to Tucson, to Peaceful Rest Valley,
Yeah.
and do the Lilliput steps with only fighting Mondo Mole, you could do that.
Huh.
You could walk all the way back and not have any boss battles throughout Peaceful Rest Valley.
So the game just turns enemies off
Yep.
for this section. That's really
Until
cool.
you get in that van.
Yeah, because I guess that'd be easier than saying like, all right, once an enemy collides with this, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to show it off, but if you ever tried to take a bus into Tucson or into Thread, Ghost would pull you out of it. We will be riding the bus later though, because I love the bus music.
Yeah.
Take a quick second to check my phone. Really. Good. Follow those ghosts. Alright, so now we're in proper Halloween Town. Let's see... Yep, nope.
No.
Plain old garbage.
Oh well. Oh.
This garbage doesn't taste particularly good. So we got a couple of things that we can get.
Yeah. Paul already has the thick fry pan.
No, she just has a regular old frying pan.
Oh, she does. Okay.
They both have the copper bracelet though.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, I should have sold something. We had the option to buy a slingshot in the last town,
Yeah.
and we didn't do that because even though it'll tell you that you get more offensive power from it, you only get one more offensive power as opposed to a bat, which can sometimes have 4 or 5 different offensive powers in between different ones. But what they don't tell you about a slingshot is that you miss a lot. It's something like your normal chance of missing with a baseball bat or a frying pan is a 1 in 16 chance
It's pretty high, actually.
of missing.
Yeah.
If you have a slingshot, it's 1 in 4.
Oh. Jesus. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you have a any firing based weapon, like
Can't crit.
yeah, if you, it's kind of hard to tell, but when you like go into battle, it'll say bash if you have a frying pan, sword, or
Shoot.
yeah, it'll be shoot like all joust bullets, and if you shoot, I don't think you can't smash.
Ugh. No, thank you.
All right, so now let's see if let's try this out. I'm going to take out 200. I'm going to call in a pizza. And I'm going to see if I can get, if I can make it to Winters
Oh.
before the pizza gets delivered. So I'm not going to talk to anyone in town, but pretty much zombies have taken over the entire town. We need to do something to stop them. So what we need to do is go into the graveyard and have 2 zombies look at us. And from that point on, we can keep going. Alright. So that added something new in the world.
Now, what does that add exactly?
That puts the woman in front of the hotel.
Okay. Oh, that's right. The one that lures you in.
Yep. And we can talk to this guy who's clearly spying on her. Yeah, 13-year-olds. Let me tell you about how I'd fuck that. And now we get one of my favorite audio tracks.
Everything's all messed up.
Yep, the messed up. Well, this one's on you, kids.
Oh, there's next to that zombie dog. Oh.
So they buried us alive. So now, let's go see what happens with that pizza. I actually don't know what's going to happen. And it's time for Earthbound.
Alright. It's the only part where you hear the snowman track, right?
Yep.
And then after you leave, it's the winter's track. Which
It
is
becomes,
awesome.
yeah, it becomes Winters.
It's actually a weird, in Smash Brothers, they have a remix of One-Et, and they say Winters, it's like One-Et Winters mix, but then it's just One-Et and Snowman again.
Huh.
So I was like, damn.
And Tony, the first
Let's say.
canonically gay character.
Yeah.
Like Itoy himself has confirmed it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't say any, he doesn't say directly to you anything, but he actually
Yeah, Itoi is like, oh no, Tony is gay because guess what? Gay people act and talk normal just like everyone else.
Yeah.
Let's see, what are these dumbasses talking about?